My name is Joey, and in this video we will be discussing a project called Flyfish Club and basically determine if it's worth an investment for you or maybe me to make, but it's probably not. It's one of the most dumbest thing I've seen. So let's dive straight into it, guys. What is Flyfish Club? Flyfish Club is a NFT that you can purchase in order to gain exclusive access to one of Gary's Vaynerchuk exclusive dining experience. Okay, guys. So basically, with this NFT card in your possession, you can grant yourself access to their restaurant. Now, this is their website, guys. Now, the first person we see on the website is Gary Vaynerchuk. Now, if you are a little bit experienced in NFTs, you probably heard of this guy. This is a guru, basically. He knows how to make a buck. I'm personally a little bit allergic to so-called gurus because, yeah, they just go on and on and on about how to gain success, and it's so biased and it's confirmation bias 99% of the time. I don't like it personally, but like, he's a hustler, guys. He knows how to make a buck, and especially within the NFT space. Okay, guys. Flyfish Club is the world's first member-only private dining club where membership is purchased on the blockchain as a non-fungible token. Like, only this sentence is already hilarious to me. And owned by the token holder to gain access to our restaurant and various culinary, cultural, and social experiences. Now, what I initially thought with this NFT, because if we quickly go to the market, we could see that the floor price is at 4.2, and I believe the initial sale price of these NFT access cards were around 2.5 Ethereum. That was already around like 7K, right, guys? If you want to buy one of the Flyfish Club NFTs currently as of today, you have to pay around like $11,000, I believe, somewhat around that price. It depends highly on the Ethereum price as well, right, guys? Which is a lot of money. Now, it would make sense if this NFT would give you exclusive access like 2 times a year or a couple times a year at this exclusive VIP restaurant, and you can eat there and you can take a family member or whoever you want, right, guys? You could take one person with you and you can have a nice experience basically for free. That's what I would expect, because you pay a lot of money, and of course the restaurant has to be operating too, so they can have like additional systems in place to still be functional, because it's a business, right, guys? They have to make money. Well, they do make money because there's already 7.7k volume traded, so they do make money on every trade being made on Opensea. So that's the first aspect they can make money on. The second thing that they could make money on is just tipping, right, guys? People will always tip the restaurant places, right, because they want to give some extra for the experience, if that makes any sense. There are different concepts you can implement into your business in order to make money and to basically keep yourself in business, right, guys? But that was what I initially expected, and I was like quite interested in it because that's a unique utility that we haven't seen before, that really creates a bridge between real life and the NFT world, right, guys? That doesn't really seem to be the case, because if we go to their FAQ real quick and we find the sentence called, "What does my token pay for? Are food and beverages costs included in the token price?" Like, if you hold the NFT card, that's what I would expect, right, guys, of the utility. The answer is your token gives you membership and access to the restaurant. All food and beverage costs are additional. This sentence was absolutely mind-boggling. So basically, guys, if you want to access this restaurant, you have to pay around $11,000 in order to gain access to the restaurant. Okay, guys, you still have to pay for your food, you still have to pay for all your drinks, you just gain access. Now, obviously, this is targeted towards a very specific target audience, which are the elite, right, guys? The people that want to be, the people that feel more entitled than the average human being, so therefore they need to be in a closed VIP area, because they're not gonna dine with peasants, guys. That's not what they want. So that's exactly the target audience I believe they focus on, and they should focus on, because it's really dumb, guys. Who is gonna pay $11,000 just in order to enter the restaurant? You know how silly that sounds, guys. Like, you go to a restaurant to pay for the food, and that's you know, that's the whole exchange usually, right, guys? But in this system, you have to pay an entry fee, which is ridiculous in my opinion. Now, I could understand if it was like some sort of very unique dancing club in the middle of an island besides Ibiza or something like that, which is very unique. You will be driven with a exclusive yacht and then dock on the island to gain this amazing dance event that's like once a year or whatever. Then I can understand a little bit why the NFT would be worth, because it's also the experience. And I haven't gone to this restaurant yet, so maybe there's a lot of experience going on too. I can't verify that yet because the restaurant is not open still. They're still working on it. They're still trying to find a location within New York to basically have open up their first physical restaurant. But yeah, it's it's mind-boggling, guys. I would never, even if I was a multi-billionaire, I would never pay $11,000 in order to gain access to a restaurant. It's so stupid, in my opinion. Let's say a clothing store, right, guys? There are two clothing stores. One you can access for free. You go inside and buy every clothing you want. And there's a second store next to it with exactly the same clothes. But in this clothing store, you need to pay an entry fee before you can enter the store. Let's say $11,000 before you can buy your own clothes. Like, it sounds ridiculous. Maybe it's a little bit of a weird example, but that's exactly how I feel like. But of course, you can create a different concept and open up a clothing store with very unique limited edition items that are only being sold once, and therefore you have to buy an entry fee. I can understand there is a difference, guys, but overall, if we just relativate and basically digest what's really happening, yeah, you have to pay in order to go inside the restaurant, and you have to pay for that. It's weird to me. So let's read up first. Let's see a little bit about what Gary Vaynerchuk has to say, guys, the guru we should all listen to. Don't, guys, be a leader in the space and don't be a sheep, like I always state. Follow your own voice, guys, really. The thing that I also want to mention, guys, you usually see successful people explaining how to become successful, right, guys? But you don't hear about 99% of the other stories that did the exact same thing but didn't become successful. So it becomes a very strange environment we live in currently, where everyone is basically telling you guys, yeah, if you just work hard, you can come towards where I am currently, because you can see that I'm successful, but you don't hear about 99% of the other stories. And therefore, I tell you guys, don't even listen to this Gary Vaynerchuk, guys. Like, sure, if it helps you develop your own identity in some sort of way and you can iterate what he says, go for it, right, guys? But overall, don't just copy everything he says and apply it to your life, if that makes any sense. So let's quickly go to the video, guys. So this is New York.
Is the world's first members-only private dining experience where membership is purchased on the blockchain and owned by the token holder. A premier.
This is the issue I'm also having. It's not really a unique restaurant. Yes, it does look fancy. Yes, it does look exclusive. But you can find these type of restaurants anywhere in the world, and the entry fee will be for free. And if you want to hire out a exclusive VIP area, it will not cost you $11,000, guys. It will cost you way less. If you really want to have a very exclusive experience in a restaurant, you can still do so, and yeah, with a fraction of the cost, right, guys? So NFT, it's a gimmick, okay? That's the whole point I'm trying to make. It's an absolute gimmick that they try to combine the NFT market with a physical restaurant, because it sounds good on paper, but in reality it's just dumb, okay?
Dining destination in New York City that will only be accessible through an NFT token.
We will be the first NFT only members club.
What kind of compelled me?
I feel like this video is going to be a meme in like a couple years from now, right? I don't know why, but something tells me this is going to become a meme.
To jump all in and really become part of a restaurant group instead of a passive investor or an enthusiast was an aligned interest that we were going to try to rewrite the game. Hence the things we're doing with NFTs.
Rewrite the game, guys. And yeah, that's why I tell you guys to really take anything he says with a grain of salt too. What do you mean, rewrite the game? You host an NFT token, and if that person holds the token, you can verify that when the person is in front of your entrance restaurant, right, guys? And basically let him in if he indeed shows the NFT that he has on Opensea. What do you mean, rewind the... yeah,
we,
it's
as
ridiculous.
chefs and restaurant operators, have tried to identify what's the best path for New York City.
And look how, like, this food looks good. It looks like a Michelin star type of approach, right, guys? Just imagine how ridiculously expensive the food will be on top of your NFT to gain access to the restaurant. Okay, guys, keep that in mind too. It will not be cheap.
Innovative and fresh and fun.
I think New York City is the premier dining destination in the world. Flyfish Club is going to be a modern interpretation of everything that you love and appreciate when you walk into a restaurant, but turned upside down, on its face and inside out. Hospitality to me just means a whole lot of love. When you walk into one of our restaurants, you're gonna feel the love from beginning to end.
Fish has always been something that I've gravitated towards, something I've always enjoyed cooking,
and Josh
It's a
felt
little
the
bit
same
boring.
way.
You get the idea, guys. They're selling fish or fish dishes. It's fine. Not a lot more to basically digest within this video, okay, guys? It's a marketing campaign video. They do it well. They have the funds to make a nice marketing video, of course. Let's scroll further down, guys. Exclusive dining. FFC members have unlimited access to a private dining room that will span across 10,000 plus square feet in an iconic New York City location. The space will consist of a bustling cocktail lounge, upscale restaurant, intimate omakase room, some sort of Japanese terminology, I believe, and an outdoor space. Membership allocation. So yeah, pre-sale, these are the tokens. I'm not entirely sure what they meant because yeah, it was listed as the Ethereum price like this. Membership cost, Flyfish 2.5 Ethereum, Flyfish omakase, which is even more expensive and was initially sold for 4.25 Ethereum. That's a lot of money, guys. Token availability 2,650 NFTs, and for the omakase 385 NFTs. One design, 7 designs. So what utilities does that give you? It gives you utilities to attend certain events and pop-ups. That could be a nice utility, I have to admit that. I will go into that a little bit deeper on why I think that is. Outdoor lounge, cocktail lounge, main dining. Like, how ridiculous is this, guys? You need to pay $11,000 in order to have access to an outdoor lounge or a cocktail lounge or a main dining room. Who the hell cares, guys? Like, there are so many more exclusive opportunities for you to go to, and the entry fee will basically be for free or at the atomic level fraction cost of what these NFTs sell for, okay, guys? So that doesn't make any sense. The only sense I could see as a utility for these kind of NFTs was, first of all, if you could dine a couple times a year for free and basically lend out or rent out your NFT card towards other people, and then within that transaction, the owners of the NFT, in this case Gary Vaynerchuk and his companies, will earn a little bit of money, or whenever the NFT is sold, then they gain money as well, because they are a business. Like I stated before, they have to keep themselves in business. I understand, but the whole utility doesn't really add up, because in order to pay $11,000 to enter a restaurant, guys, it's stupid, okay? It's dumb. But the only interesting thing, like I stated before, is events and pop-ups. Like, that could be interesting if they hold like a lot of events where you can access for free with your NFT Flyfish club card. That'll be okay, that'll be nice. Is it worth $11,000? Yeah, only time will tell, guys, and it depends on the type of event that they will host, right, guys? Maybe some free lectures, some free cooking guidance videos, or some meetups. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what's worth $11,000 for every single individual, right? It's a little bit subjective because that will be different for everyone else, basically. Let's continue to go down, guys. Our team is perfectly crafted. Gary Vaynerchuk, David Rodilis. I mean, yeah, these guys are known guys. You can find them anywhere on the web. Especially Gary Vaynerchuk is a known guy within the industry. He knows how he makes money. So I'm not surprised that he came up with this. Now let's look at the Twitter account real quick, guys. How much hype is there around this project? I can only assume it does hold a certain amount of hype, but it doesn't really. Only 3,000 followers. That's not a lot, especially for a name like Gary Vaynerchuk. There are not many people following the Twitter account. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that there is absolutely zero hype around this project, but it doesn't seem that good. Let's look at the Discord account, guys, real quick. Yeah, also only 10,000 members. Wow, I am surprised, because this proves me that a lot of other people think like me. Like, why on earth would I pay $11,000 to be able to enter a restaurant, and on top of that need to pay for the freaking expensive food that has been presented to me, right, guys? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you probably also are like a little bit obliged to leave a tip as well, so the whole evening becomes expensive. A lot of people don't even live near New York, so you also need to pay for your travel expenses. Like, everything builds up and it becomes a very expensive thing, whereas I don't know, I have a feeling that this project will cease to exist rather sooner than later, guys. Now, I believe I saw an agenda somewhere, so that holds a little bit of utility. Let's look at the About tab, guys. FFC is the world's first, we already read that text, guys, copy paste. Created by VCR Group, a team of passionate operators behind several celebrated culinary concepts. FFC will provide unmatched hospitality in a uniquely curated environment. It's the same thing. Become a member restaurant space. Let's look at that, guys. Okay, so we can see the omakase experience, main dining room in the middle, and a cocktail lounge here, which is open to public, I believe. Cocktail lounge, a social place for all members to enjoy, with no reservations required. Okay, so I'm wrong. You can't even access the cocktail lounge. You also need to pay $11,000, but you don't need a reservation. Okay, guys. A gorgeous, spacious, modern bar. I have a feeling, guys, this restaurant will become very empty. Like, it will just be an empty space in New York. And whenever, on a rare occasion, someone does call in for a reservation, they have to open the whole joint for that particular person, right, guys? Yeah, I don't know. I have a little bit of big concerns for this project, guys, but only time will tell. A gorgeous and spacious modern bar will welcome you with elegant seating, vibrant accents, high ceilings, and showpiece back bar. Yeah, this is your perfect marketing terminology, guys. Like, there's marketing phrases thrown at you in every single sentence. So yeah, they do that well, like from a marketing perspective. Main dining room, the heart of the club where the excitement happens, guys. Exactly. Our 150-seat restaurant with open kitchen design will anchor our sprawling space. Well, that's also the thing. I think it will be quite empty, to be quite honest with you, because yeah, there are not a lot of NFTs on the market. There are not a lot of people that will be using the NFT because they're only using the NFT as a sort of investment vehicle, right, guys? They hope that they will be able to flip the NFT somewhere in the future. They will never go to this restaurant. And there's also a majority of the people that don't live near New York whatsoever. So in order to actually fly to New York, set up an accommodation for yourself to be able to dine at a restaurant seems a little bit far-fetched, and it most likely is a little bit far-fetched. Unless the experience is so wildly beyond expectations, then yeah, but I think that's going to be very difficult for this project to achieve. You will go to this restaurant with big expectations, right, guys? So the chances are very high that those expectations will not be met, and then you will see a very high downcline overall within this project, because you need to really take everything out of the box in order to give the most perfect, enjoyable, like a show experience for the audience, right, guys? Otherwise, this will not last, and again, only time will tell, because the restaurant is not open as of today. Omikaze experience, a transportive experience by a master sushi chef. The 14-seat Omikaze room will be nested away in a private section of the club, right, guys? For the entitled people out there, right, guys, that don't want to dine or be in the same room as us, the peasants. To ensure the tasting experience is perfectly curated without distraction. Omikaze, which means entrusting the chef to design the perfect menu, will include the best quality fish flown in daily, exclusive for Omikaze members only. Two types of membership, Omikaze and the Flyfish membership, guys. Yeah, again, very expensive. The Flyfish NFT is currently sitting at around 4.2 Ethereum, which is yeah, around $11,000 as of today, guys. And let's look at the Omikaze NFT. The least expensive one is 9 Ethereum. That is around $24,000 as of today in dollar value. Holy damn, guys. Like, if you want to pay that money to access a restaurant, you might as well also have gold-plated toilet paper and flush it down the toilet every time you poop, guys, because you are such an entitled person. You need to do everything special that doesn't line you up with the majority peasants, right, guys? If that makes any sense. I'm joking around a little bit, of course, guys, because I think it's so dumb. Roadmap: Flyfish restaurant announcement August 2021. Gary Vaynerchuk announced a Flyfish restaurant on the CNBC. Yeah, why is this on the roadmap? A little bit weird. Token pre-sale. Okay, Flyfish Discord launch. Is that really important to showcase on your roadmap? I don't really think so, guys. A Discord launch. Who cares? Public mint. Token launch. Okay, that is important. Bubble boat event. Now, these type of events are interesting, guys. February 26, 2022. Miami private yacht party exclusive for complimentary to 55 FFC members, including champagne, caviar, and other entertainments. Now, this is exciting because I hope this is for free too, because if you also have to pay for all the events, then this NFT is absolute dog shit. The VSR team is proud to announce a special champagne and caviar event to the Flyfish Club members on a yacht in Miami, Florida. 55 attendees. Like, is that a lottery system then? Because what if every member wants to enter this event, right, guys? It would be a little bit sad. I believe so. There's a ticket system exclusive for FFC members only. How to enter: upload a video to Twitter or Instagram, include Flyfish Club and the hashtag BubbleBoatFFC, showing why you want to be there. To respect everyone's privacy, we will also accept video submissions directly sent to an email address. We will review the submissions and select the best video based on your excitement and creativity. Okay, but I just want to know, like, if you have to pay, is it for free? What's going on? Winner instructions: complete the following steps by Thursday, January 27th to secure their spots. Winner must update the wallet by going to profile, edit profile wallet, and select a new tool. Imported users are required to update their wallets even if they have already done so. Winners must verify and update their first and last names to match their IDs. We will be checking IDs at the event. Our team will run a a wallet verification report on Friday, January 28th. Event rules. Let's read up about this, guys. We require all guests to be over the age of 21 by the date of event. Guests must also present a government-issued photo ID that matches the name of his or her member profile to verify identity. Membership status. All guests of the event must be active Flyfish club members at the time of the event. Dress code, guys. All guests are required to wear boat shoes or go barefoot upon boarding. That's what you typically have to do on yachts, guys. That's just how it is. In addition to comfortable attire for the Miami weather, bring your A game. Travel. All guests are responsible for their own transportation to and from the event, so that's going to cost a little bit of money if you aren't located in Miami itself. Publicity. By participating in the event, guests grant permissions to use their images, likeness, and voices. Liability, yeah, not responsible if you fall off the boat or die from a blowfish dinner. So the thing is, guys, the issue I'm having is that only 55 people will be able to attend this event. Now, if you already pay a very hefty fee in terms of the NFT token, and now you also have to create a video and like do your best in order to compete with other videos to be chosen to go to this event, it's not really special. It doesn't make me feel VIP because I have to do a lot of work in order to even be able to attend this event, right, guys? So this is a bad approach in my opinion. Now, of course, they can't have 2,600 people on a yacht. I get it, but still, it's a little bit meh. You know what I mean? Chilinia cocktail party. Okay, that's 40 FFC members plus one guest each. You still need to do work. You have to be out there. You need to make a motivational video. Like, I don't want to do that, guys. If I buy a VIP pass, I just want to be invited, period, right? It's their responsibility on how they're going to organize that. Then they should hire 10 yachts or for one day, right, guys? They have the money, so why not? But overall, that's an interesting utility, right, guys? These different type of events. But the idea that I'm getting restaurant pop-up fall winter 2022 details coming soon. So I'm getting that prior to their restaurant launch, they're basically trying to keep everything warm, right, guys? They are trying to have a couple events until the restaurant launch because they don't have any further information on events after the restaurant. So for all we know, because they're responsible for the information that they give to us, all we know is once the restaurant opens, that'll be the only utility because yeah, you have to pay a fee to enter the restaurant. It's dumb. But if they don't host any more additional events, then yeah, then the NFT is really worthless. Like, it's already worthless in my opinion, because who cares, guys? But these type of different physical events are nice. It could be fun. I could see the potential in that, right, guys? Like a club card where sometimes you can go on a yacht, sometimes you'll be invited to a conference, sometimes you will be dining together with important influencers in the restaurant itself, or etc, etc. Like, I could understand the demand for that, guys, because you basically purchase access to unique experiences for your life, right, guys? But overall, I think I can wrap it up. Yeah, it's a pretty big hefty fee that you have to pay in order to access a exclusive dining experience or restaurant, guys. That's basically what it is. Now, we really have to wait what the experience is going to be once the restaurant launches, because if it's just a simple restaurant and you eat some very expensive fish, then yeah, this project will fail in my opinion. But if it is like a very big exciting event every single time you dine there, and maybe there's some famous people invited over as well, then I could understand the utility in that. Not that I'm interested in those kind of utilities, because yeah, I don't really care, to be honest, but I could see that there's a market for people that do care and would like these kind of experience. Okay, guys, so overall, I don't believe you should pay at $11,000 in order to enter a restaurant, guys. Save up your money if you really want the exclusive dining experience. There are so many exclusive dining experiences already out there where you don't even have to pay an entry fee. You just call them, make a reservation, and that's that. Okay, guys, so you don't have to do all this hustle, and it can be in your neighborhood as well. You don't have to fly over to New York, be responsible for your own accommodation, which is going to cost money, etc, guys. Like, I don't think it holds a lot of ground. I think it's dumb, to be very honest, but that's just my opinion. But remember, guys, be a leader in the space and do not be a sheep. Peace out.